3A, including Waukee Northwest, Waukee, Ankeny Centennial Valley, and they all did fairly well against them. They played good competition, and that helped them prepare for today.
Yeah, they're definitely competing. The record's a little bit of an anomaly there for the Pella Dutch with that big upset that they had in the regional finals, but with that competition they played throughout the course of the year, that was, led to that result in a stressful situation, and they definitely deserve to be here. We'll see what happens today.
Be Claire Smock to kick it off, and we are underway. Back Taylor Samini. Solomon has it deflected out of bounds by Kenna Kneef. Solomon throwing on the near side. BCG in possession for the first time today. Kneef. Again intercepted. Ball played forward. Smock. Smock in behind. It's a foot race. Foul called.
I would like to see him let them play that on a little bit and see what would happen, but he stops that play right at the point of the foul, and they're going to defer to one of the backline attackers.
Will be Mackenzie Morrison to take this for the Dutch. Morrison in deep.
Nice ball.
Headed out of bounds, or not quite out of bounds, just out of the way. That one out of bounds.
Will be Pella Dutch throw in. So they're going to keep it down here in their offensive zone.
Important, the Dutch going into this win to put as much pressure on the Mustangs as they can in this half. Ball just pinballing around the area. Falls to Kyler Hartson, now cleared away. To Landry Glasgow, who loses it. The foot of Claire Smock. First touch of the day for Emerson Torski. Torski deep, looking for Glasgow. Glasgow has it intercepted by Taylor Samini and wins it back. Glasgow, far side. Plays it across. Maddie Madison Holland does well.
Kneef was lurking there. She had a shark kind of in there as a center attacker, and if it would have been any more of a delay of that ball coming across, I think she would have had an opportunity to do something with it.
The viewers dispossessed by Lizzie Newman. And now back, Glasgow. Cleared away, not very far though, only to Alexa Gill. Ball in. Smock. It's out. Viewers in looking for Glasgow. Now Gill. Gill looking in behind. She's got Hoffbauer. Hoffbauer fires into the side netting. Out for a goal kick.
A nice little opportunity for Hoffbauer. Nice angled pass in there. Was perfectly weighted right onto her foot, and she's able to take an attack. Shot on goal.
Laura Petrone takes that goal kick for the Dutch. Intercepted now. Kneef. Kenna Kneef, tied as the leading scorer, lays it off for Glasgow. Gets it right back. Kenna Kneef. Too heavy of a touch. They're out of bounds. Now Newman. Forward for Smock. Smock brought to ground by Leah Folkerts.
Smock's already looking dynamic. I mean, she hasn't done much so far in the match here, but when she's gotten the ball, she's demanded a lot of attention, drew the foul there, and it'll be a free kick for the Pella Dutch.
And in this cold and this rain, it's important to notice who's moving first, who's not being affected by the conditions. Smock hasn't so far. That ball is played low, intercepted. Newman back to get it. Now Morrison. Morrison glides by Glasgow. Down inside. Hunsinger. Hunsinger ball to the back post, taken away by Torski. Torski did well to claim and find that within all this rain. Hoffbauer. Alexandra Hoffbauer. Inside for Kneef. Kenna Kneef fires from distance. and over the bar.
That lefty shot from distance is going to be something that the Pella Dutch will have to be aware of, because she had no hesitation as she made that turn and took the shot.
Especially with the wind in this first half. Trone. Hit away by Glasgow. Knief back to meet it. Glasgow. Able to keep. Anna Mikkelsen. Send the 1-2. Glasgow. Knief. Intercepted. Sent back. Picked up by Madison Holland. Dangerous deflection there from her own defender. Way back to Folkerts. Folkerts sliding it through. She was looking for Olivia Ewers. Ooh, ball sneaks through. It's going to be very slick on this grass today. The ball's going to skip. Be very careful with your touches. Hartson.
That's the third game I've done today so far, and really the fields are holding up fairly well. The conditions, no puddling early on the field, not a lot of skid marks or people aren't falling down as two people fall down right on the field right there. But
as the wind picks up, Smock has it, fires a shot.
Oh, right through her legs, right through her legs!
And it's through her legs. Did she get on it?
No, she
waiting for the AR's official.
It must have been close, though.
Torski, very, very close there. And that's one of the things that's tough about this rain is...
Here's the replay.
Take another look at that. Two players fall down. Smock just poked it through. Tough one to deal with. Torski recovers, though. No harm, no foul. Stays 0-0, 7 minutes in.
During the replay, we flip the field as...
Holland
clears it, plays it in.
Gill can't quite control. Behind Smock. Smock out wide, Hunsinger. Hunsinger. The bounds, no one in the area.
I tried to get a center on that ball, but just didn't get enough of it and sends it out of bounds. And it'll be a goal kick for the...
Goal kick for the Mustangs.
Mustangs, correct.
Torski goes deep. She does have a little bit of wind behind her. Gill. Alexa Gill fires deep. She was working against Newman. Now looking in for Glasgow. Smini loses it to Glasgow. Now here's Knief. Right back to Glasgow. Glasgow in. Looking for Kenna Knief just behind her. Stays in the attacking half. And cleared out right over towards us. And off our 10. Folkerts. Now Smock. Smock out wide. Hunsinger. Hunsinger met. Alexa Gill now. Smock goes down. Mikkelsen was planning on sending that in deep, and Smock stepped in right at the end.
That's a second or third foul she's already drawn here in the early minutes of the first half here. For sure the second one. I don't know if there was a third one as well, but earns a free kick for the Dutch.
Kenzie Morrison. In deep, taken away by Gill. Hoffbauer. Hoffbauer's got some speed. Xandra Hoffbauer met by Patron. Bauer glides past. Glasgow just over the touchline out for a goal kick. Both teams showing some early attacking ingenuity. Haven't quite found the shots they want to. Ball in deep. Newman. Taken away. Mikkelsen. Uses it. That right off our tent again.
Got a little ball magnet here for the ball.
Folkerts loses it. Newman is looking for Hunsinger. Off of Hunsinger, out for a DCG throw. Ball just kind of pinballing around the near sideline. No team really holding on possession. That's out off Claire Smock. Got inside by Knief. Gill. Now in behind for Olivia Ewers. Early goal in the match behind us. Cedar Rapids Xavier taking the lead over Bondurant Farrar. Ball's played in. Riley Renz loses it. Here's Claire Smock. Smock working against Renz in a foot race. Renz manages to get back. Both collide to the ground. Torski out to claim. So as all that was going on, Cedar Rapids Xavier has taken a 1-0 lead over Bondurant Farrar. 33 minutes left to play. Winner of that match will play the winner of this one. Carried forward. Raina Shannon on the ball. Shannon, the leading scorer, fires from distance. No trouble there for Torski. Glasgow. In through. Kenna Knief. Running on. Knief in an offsides position.
Either way, it would have been covered by Pella, but yeah, it does get called for offsides. It's got a little anxious.
Holland was ready for it. Taylor Samini taking the offsides kick. Gill. Through from Anna Mickelson. Knief out wide. Now the feet of Glasgow. Now Knief. Finally cleared away only as far as Gill. Alexa Gill in behind. Alexandra Hoffbauer. Hoffbauer across. Sent away by Taylor Samini. Not out of danger yet. Gill from distance. Shoved over the bar. Out for the first Channel Seeds corner kick of the game.
Maybe a normal day, that might have been something she would have tried to catch and control, but on a day like today, you just want to get that ball up and out.
Also a substitution. Substitutions today brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at ins.com. Paisley Heigerken coming on for DCG. Ball played in. Bounces around. And Shannon will clear. Knief. Heidgerken. Hoffbauer giving chase on the other side. Sent wide. Kept in bounds by Hunsinger. Hunsinger carrying. Hunsinger ball inside looking for Smock. Torski out to claim. Ball played through. Knief for Heidgerken. Heidgerken the shot. Save, Madison Holland. Reaction diving save.
Definitely hear the wind's picked up here in our mics. I'm sure you heard it. Our rain is continuing to fall down. I don't think it bothers the players as much as it bothers the other team members on the bench, and then of course the fans, and of course us, working the games. But I don't think the gals out there playing minded at all, as we see a foul called by T.C. Smith, the center referee.
Neela Williamson just sliding in there, taking out Lizzie Newman. Dangerous free kick spot for Pella with this rain. We've already seen Emerson Torski fumble one shot. The Taylor Samini send this one in. In deep. Torski deals with it.
Easy ball for her.
Sent deep. Kenna Kneef leaves it for Heidgarten. What's the call? Foul.
Push, yep.
On Pella. The Anna Mikkelsen to take. Mustangs do have the wind in this first half. Could we see a shot from this far out? Mikkelsen in deep. Kneef can't get ahead on it. Now out Anna Mikkelsen. I apologize, Neela Williamson. And finally out of danger, put right back in it. That ball for Hoffbauer out of bounds. Will be a Pella throw-in. Morrison clears, only as far as Williamson. Williamson gets it right back from Mikkelsen. Here's Gill. Gill in behind for Ewers. Ewers back across the box. Heidgarten. Kneef. Kneef sends it in from the ground. Kenna Kneef. There's appeals from Madison Holland.
Did she shoot that from the ground?
It looks like it.
We'll have to see if we get a replay of this one.
Look back at that.
Take a look here. The centering pass.
Heidgarten with the initial shot. Kenna Kneef on it.
It's hard to tell what happened, if it was an own goal or if it was a goal from the ground. It was very, very close either way.
Regardless, 1-0, Dallas Center Grimes. We're back underway. Mace, now Newman. Newman out wide for Hunzinger, intercepted. Via Ewers to Alexa Gill. Gill leaves it off for Anna Mikkelsen. Taken away. Sent out of bounds on the near side. Kenzie Morrison with the throw-in for Pella. Mikkelsen away, Hoffbauer. Hoffbauer through, was looking for Heidgarten. Mikkelsen finds Heidgarten. And right off of her hand from Heidgarten. Nothing intentional there, just unlucky.
The Dutch will push it way up for the free kick.
Thrown in deep. Finds Hunsinger. Behind by Solomon. Solomon centers it. And Williamson clears. Gill lays it off. Mikkelsen. Now Kneef. Mustangs on the break. Kneef was looking for Heidgarten, no one there. Aurora Patron. Cedar Rapids Xavier has just scored their second. Take a 2-0 lead. Here's Hoffbauer.
Let's try to keep it in, but it does go off out of bounds on them, but it will be a corner kick for the Mustangs.
Out for another Channel Seeds Corner. The enhanced Channel Seed brand is here to help farmers like you up your game and rise to the challenge. Learn more at channel.com.
They take it short.
Hoffbauer. Centering pass. Glides through. Ewers can't find the target. And finally cleared away by Hunsinger.
Patron was in exactly the right spot as the goalie got a little bit out of position, was standing right on the line and was able to put that one down and get it out of the trouble that they were in.
Newman finds Shannon. Shannon unable to win the ball back. Now at the feet of Mace. One away, Heidgerken. Through for Knief and sent up in the air. Heidgerken commits the foul. Didn't see a lot there.
Referee pulls in both players and gives them a couple words and back into play.
Few substitutions waiting for both teams.
Where's it going? What's going on? Okay.
Drop ball. DCG will play it. Mickelson in deep, looking for Knief. Knief heads it forward. Now Ewers. Ewers in for Knief. Kenna Knief with a touch too much. Claimed by Madison Holland. Falling into the air. Ewers handball.
Handball, yeah. Just an unfortunate bounce there, and their arm was dragging by and got the second bounce there.
Kenzie Morrison sending it deep. Newman. And behind Hunsinger. Hunsinger has a lane. Deflected right out of bounds. Here's an IMT substitution. You can learn more about how to be worry-free with INT at IMTINS.com. All play forward, now Glasgow. Eddie Lane on. Here's Heidgerken. Heidgerken lays it off for Glasgow. Collision there. Ava Mickelson and Lizzie Newman. Newman forward for Smock. Apologize, Shannon. Substitution for Pella, number 20. I apologize, but we do not have a number 20 on our roster. Hoffbauer takes that away. Goes out of bounds for a throw-in. All played in, looking for Glasgow. Slides through, Alexa Gill! Alexa Gill doubles the lead! 2-0 Mustangs! What a phenomenal shot by Alexa Gill, an even better ball in. Gill, first time past the outstretched arm of Madison Holland. Doubles the lead. Hardman. Back to Morrison. Again, right towards us.
Thomas, what's going on? We're getting pummeled here. Getting bombarded throughout this whole game. I think it's the first ones I've seen even come over to the table today.
I mean, I'm a goalie, so usually when I'm on a soccer field, ball flies right at me, and that one's right towards us again. Sent right back out by our camera crew. Folkerts in behind, off of Hunsinger.
I did get a number on number 20. It's Audica Visser, I believe, if I'm pronouncing that right. She's into the game for the Dutch.
Another IMT substitution. Taylon Barnes entering the game, placing Aurora Patron. Thrown in, intercepted by Lane, sent forward. Riley Renz plays it through. Heidgerken gets a touch. Too much into the hands of Madison Holland.
That squeaked through quite a few different players there on its way to the goalkeeper.
That wind really starting to pick up here in Ames. Just out of bounds, Addie Lane unable to keep her footing in this rain. Sent forward by Morrison and right back out of bounds. Folkert's there to meet it. Newman controls. Folkerts down line. Mickelson. To Renz. Riley Renz deep in behind. Cut off by Barnes. Right back in from Ava Mickelson. Throw in for the Dutch. Just a little slippery. That comes out of the hand. Played in deep by Renz or to Glasgow. Glasgow turns, no one there. Sent away by Barnes. Williamson there to meet. Now Mace. Hoffbauer. Driving forward to the end line. Hoffbauer centers it. Finds Heidgerken.
Looks like the AR on the far side is calling a foul in the box there on the collision between the offensive and the defensive player.
Yeah, Heidgerken kind of did just swing through with her leg and didn't connect with the ball. As Xavier's made it 4-0 over Bondurant Farrar. Barnes plays it up the field.
Handball.
Handball there from Addie Lane. Again, not intentional, just some of these bounces, the skips. It'll be Barnes to play it up the field. Leg now Shannon. All the way through, Torski collects. And behind, here's Heidgerken. Heidgerken meeting Visser in the middle. I apologize. Barnes in the middle. Foul there committed by Paisley Heidgerken. Taylon Barnes playing it through. Go to Smock. Smock dispossessed. Newman fires in the shot. Foul there on Claire Smock. Looks like she did just lose her footing. Anna Mickelson sends it deep. Glasgow dispossessed. Ava Gill. Alexa Gill. Gill forward. Alexa Gill from distance. It'll challenge her and it goes through her hands. Madison Holland unable to collect. Second goal for Alexa Gill. That makes it 3-0 Mustangs.
Shot from distance. Just those are going to be tough to handle when they're up high with the wet ball, the wind, a lot of factors playing into the situation. Just was not able to corral it. We got a replay here. Just a
tough one to hold on to in this rain, and one that if you get a reach to do, you probably punch that over the bar. Hoffbauer immediately getting DCG back in possession and behind Glasgow. Glasgow in for Knief. Intercepted Madison Holland.
Holland plays that one perfectly.
Gill heads it forward. Intercepted by Vassar. Now Kenna Knief. Lays it off. Addie Lane. Lane dispossessed. Newman. To Smock. Clear Smock brought to ground, no call. Kenna Knief. Knief gliding through. Knief lays it off. Glasgow. Can't find a shot. Here's Alexa Gill. Lays it off. Kenna Knief. Redirects out for another Channel Seeds corner kick. Enhanced Channel Seed brand is here. Help farmers like you up your game and rise to the challenge. Learn more at channel.com. Will be Anna Mickelson. Driving it in. Slides all the way through to the back post. Out for a goal kick. Mustangs clearly unhappy with that.
Thought there was a touch there, and referee saying
stoppage in play.
Stoppage play. Going to go over, talk to the FAR AR, and maybe see if there was a touch.
Hard to tell in this rain.
Yeah, he says no. Now, some of the center backs for DCG was adamant that he had gotten touched by one of the Pella Dutch players, but
Barnes plays it deep.
So no replay in girls soccer at this point.
Smock too heavy of a touch. Addie Lane can't quite keep it in bounds. Out for a Dutch throw-in. Alexa Gill forward. Two Mustangs giving chase. It'll be Kenna Knief laying it off or no keeping it. Hoffbauer. Alexandra Hoffbauer cutting it side. Gill gets a foot on it. Glasgow too strong of a touch. Winning it back immediately. Glasgow fires over the bar. A chance to make this 4-0. Not much time left to play in this first half. Holland sends it away. Lane immediately there. Landry Glasgow fires from deep off the crossbar. Alexandra Hoffbauer can't quite find the target on the rebound. It's a brilliant shot from Landry Glasgow. It was another IMT substitution.
Here's the replay. One touch drops down and a nice little right-footed kick. Nice little bend to it too, yeah.
Couldn't quite find the target.
Thanks, producer Randy, for getting us these nice replays for us today.
Williamson wins it away. Ava Mickelson in deep. Holland collects.
Holland's been busy back there for a half. This is probably about as many shots as goalie would see in a game. She's seen it in a single half here.
Absolutely, and the wind isn't helping. It makes it hard to get it out. Knief. Mickelson sliding in there. Great challenge. Sends it out of bounds. Another IMT substitution. Kinsley Van Polen, the freshman, comes on, replacing Brianna Shannon. Team of multi-talented athletes here for the Pella Dutch. Lizzie Newman ran a leg in the 4x400 meter team relay at the state track and field event. And Claire Smock is the reigning singles champion at the state tennis tournament and competed last week. Ball played in deep by Newman, controlled by Torski. Gill laying it off. Camden Byer. Byer making her first appearance in this game. Sends it out of bounds for a Dutch throw-in. Another IMT substitution. Paisley Heidgerken returning to the game, replacing Kenna Knief.
About 5 minutes left to go here in the first half.
5:40.
Yeah.
Hoffbauer.
Yeah, from our vantage point, we cannot see the scoreboard, and that's the only place that the clock is at. So we have to get some of our staff to help out in keeping. It's like a card's going to be given, maybe. Yeah, a card's going to be
shown.
given.
Alexandra Hoffbauer, and that's a blow to DCG. High school rules, she'll be out for at least the next 10 minutes of the game.
Actually, the rules have changed this year.
They?
So it is just they have to step off, and at the next break, they can come right back on.
That's new. That wasn't around when I played.
Yeah, so it's no real penalty with the time anymore. So they don't have to keep track of that. But if, let's say the ball goes out of bounds, she could come right back into the game off of the toss in. So which is kind of a crazy deal. But
substitution also made.
Yeah, they can immediately sub, but then there's also another substitution being made. It's like
Addie Lane and Anna Mickelson coming on. I believe Lane was going to replace Hoffbauer, with Camden Byer also coming off.
I think center ref T.C. Smith said something about a elbow to the chest, I think is what he called there for the yellow card. But I'm not really sure.
Substitutions in today's match are brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. We're back underway. Interestingly enough, free kick goes to DCG. Mickelson floats it in deep. Ball cleared. Smock running onto it. Renz with the head. There's Smock battling Riley Renz. Looking forward for Van Polen. Intercepted. Singer with the touch. Sent away. Williamson up to Gill. Alexa Gill. Heidgerken in behind. Great centering pass from Addie Lane, but no one on the receiving end. Alexa Gill, ball back in play, looking for Landry Glasgow. And cleared by Taylon Barnes. Only as far as Anna Mickelson. Here's Williamson. Ball only as far as Ewers. Ewers working against Hunsinger. Out for a DCG throw-in.
I feel like the Dutch are kind of playing with fire here at the end of the first half with all this possession in the offensive zone. There's bound to something not very good happen if they can't get clearance out here and get it back down on their side of the field.
Will be Paisley Heidgerken. Ball in behind. Bounces off a few players. Addie Lane can't quite put it in the back of the net. Just about 3 minutes left to play in this first half. Holland. Intercepted by Gill. Gill forward. Here's Lane. Lane to the end line. Cleared away. Anna Mickelson right back in. Now Alexa Gill. Gill from distance. Finds its way through. Olivia Ewers. Ewers back in. Williamson fires the shot out of bounds for a goal kick. Neela Williamson was right there. Just unable to find the target.
Once again, the Mustangs knocking on that door of another goal. Just not able to finish it up.
Hunsinger. Forward intercepted. Now Visser. Mickelson plays it away to Ewers. Ball in behind. Now Alexa Gill. Just over a minute left. Gill gliding through the midfield. Commits the foul against Van Polen. Taylor Barnes sends it deep. That ball played in by Hardman. Hunsinger giving chase. She'll fire wide right of the net. Backing out for a goal kick. Another IMT substitution. Maylee Solomon returns to the game. Just about a minute left. Solomon replacing Audica Visser. Torski fires it deep. Sent back in by Solomon. Headed away by Renz. Williamson with a foot only back to Solomon. Renz winning it away and clearing. Up to Heidgerken. Heidgerken through. Looking for Addie Lane. Lane fires. Wide right.
Great build up there from the back. Just a couple passes they were able to get down the field. The Mustangs are a fast team. They get down that field very quickly. A lot of great technique in the passing. Impressive to watch.
Lane intercepting it. Lays it off Heidgerken. Not a lot of time left. Alexa Gill. Elaine Williamson. And that will do it for the first half between Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs and the Pella Dutch. Mustangs lead 3-0. We'll be back after this break. You're watching the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by Farm Bureau on the Girls Athletic Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Fuel choice that's cheaper, homegrown, and better for the planet? Now that's worth the hype. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
It's Frank. Frank. Mr. Frank. I just want you to know, I think you're the best ever.
In your neighborhood, there's a place so good. It's so nice to be at a store meant for me. The feeling of family, you have to agree.
Wow, thanks, Fairway Frank.
Your Fairway family.
Freedom Tire is proud to support the Iowa Girl through their sponsorship of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping you on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Give us a try at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of the IGHSAU.
Fans, official state tournament merchandise is now available. Time to get your smartphones out. Just scan the QR code on your screen now or visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. We're here at halftime in the third 2A quarterfinal between the Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs and the Pella Dutch. Mustangs lead 3-0. And Austin, what have you seen so far out of both teams?
Well, there's been some flashes of offense for the Pella Dutch. We see Smock has definitely got some dynamic tendencies to her, so I would look for them to try to get her the ball more in the second half. But just great ball control on the Dallas Center Grimes side. They're experienced. They know what to expect down here at the state tournament, and they're looking very, very good so far in this first half with that 3-0 lead already.
Mustangs, if they manage to hold on, would take on the winner of Cedar Rapids Xavier and Bonnarant Farrar, which just went to halftime on the field behind us. Xavier leading 6-0, so likely Cedar Rapids Xavier. But they do still have a second half to play, and here's the big thing: the wind changes. They'll now be going into the wind and into the rain, and that can make it tougher not just for the attacking team but the defending team to get the ball out. And we did see that a lot from Pella in that first half. They struggled to get the ball out of their own half because of this wind. We'll see how DCG kind of attacks that same problem.
Yeah, it's definitely not out of reach, and they can score some goals here. I think what was the loss to them was 0-2 just a couple of weeks ago. So they're 0-3 right now. So we'll look to see what they can do here in the second half. Excited to see it.
Yeah, absolutely. We will take a short break. When we come back, we'll have second half action between Dallas Center Grimes and Pella. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Farm Bureau on the Girls Athletic Union Digital Network, presented by Mid-American Energy.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, President of the Iowa Farm Bureau.
And I'm Erin Gerlich, Executive Director of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We'd like to thank you for joining us for the Girls State Soccer Tournament.
The Iowa Farm Bureau knows that strong, vibrant schools are the cornerstone of our communities. That's why we're proud to be the title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and this amazing state tournament. This tournament not only showcases Iowa's elite teams, but the athletes competing here today are among our nation's best and brightest. And Iowa's farmers are among the nation's most productive. Our partnership with the Girls Union gives us the opportunity to recognize both, all while supporting and lifting up the Iowa girl.
With the help of the Iowa Farm Bureau, we celebrate students' efforts not only on the field, but in the classroom as well. The Iowa Farm Bureau is committed to your success and supports our organization and the Iowa Girl. Through millions of dollars they provide in awards, grants, and scholarships that recognize athletic and academic excellence.
As Iowans, we have a lot to be proud of. Whether you're a student competing here today or a fan tuning in, we all play an important role in making our state great. So, from the Iowa Farm Bureau
and the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union,
congratulations to your school on a terrific season, and good luck in the tournament games.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Excelling in athletics takes teamwork, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. These are the same qualities that help our pig farmers and our communities thrive. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics and the student athletes who make us all proud. Visit iowapork.org/WeCare to meet the people behind the pork and hear about our winning approach to caring for our pigs, the environment, and our communities.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe it. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Welcome back to the second half between Dallas Center Grimes and Pella here in the state tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau here on the Girls Athletic Union Network, powered by MidAmerican Energy. Mustangs lead Pella Dutch 3-0. We prepare to get underway in this second half. Teams flip sides, which means DCG now going in to the wind will be a slightly tougher mission than they had in the first half.
We'll see if Pella could generate some offense using that wind as well. So it's going to be interesting to see. I think in this first 5 minutes we're going to learn a lot about how the rest of this game is going to go. Just with the repartee back and forth between the two teams.
Ball in play. Hoffbauer, who did pick up a yellow card in the first half, back on the field. Fulkerts through for Kenna Knief. Behind was Ewers and out of bounds for a Mustangs throw-in. Ball played through. Landry Glasgow. Glasgow shoved off of it, and that's a penalty.
Gonna be a penalty shot.
I didn't see a lot of contact there.
I think the contact was high with an arm, and I think that's what drew the foul.
It looked like it. As
looks like we're going to have a penalty shot.
looks like it will be Alexandra Hoffbauer stepping up to take it. Bauer steps, fires, and into the back of the net, making this a 4-0 game early in the second half. Dream start for DCG.
Now Hoffbauer let the goalie move and then took it right where she was to begin the penalty shot, and was a good smart shot, and puts that fourth goal up on the board.
Sends Holland the opposite way. Back on her way, DCG already in possession. Sent away. Claire Smott giving chase. Smott can't win it away from Riley Renz. Neef. Kind of Knief. Ball played in. Hoffbauer chases. Can't quite get to it. Sent out of bounds for a Mustang throw. Mace making the defensive play. Ball in and cleared away. Way as far as Mickelson. Neef fires a shot. Punched away, Madison Holland.
Stays in bounds.
Ball in deep. Renz comes over to meet it, sends it deep. Glasgow can't find it. Knief can. And out of bounds for another Mustang throw-in. Hoffbauer centers it. Madison holds and fumbles, but gets right back on it. Madison Holland.
Holland had a panic moment there for a second as that ball tried to get away from her, but she was able to reach out with one-handed and snag that ball back towards her.
Fulkerts came up to meet that punt, sent it back down in. Neela Williamson. It's that wide. Solomon plays it right off of Olivia Ewers, out for Pella throwing. DCG goes quickly. Wind really starting to pick up here in Ames. Holland claims. Well, the game behind us has just kicked off, and Xavier scored instantly to make it 7-0. Smock sends it forward. Torski claims. Alexa Gill. Gill forward, Hoffbauer. Hoffbauer with space, centers it. All the way across the box, finally cleared away by Maylee Solomon. Smock intercepts. Back to Patron. And out of bounds off of the foot of Brianna Shannon.
Shannon's struggling a little bit. She's got that right leg wrapped up really heavily, and she just attacked that ball as it was going in the air, and it sent a grimace onto her face as she struck it.
Ball centered. Kenna Knief from distance. Holland saves. Anna Mickelson right back in there. Madison Holland with another save. Another goal from behind us from Xavier. Just 2 more, and that game will be over. Renz can't control it all the way back to Mickelson. Mickelson mistouches it. And sent out of play up into the stands by Leah Folkerts. Hunsinger loses it out of bounds off of Ewers, but it did touch Hunsinger on the way out for a Mustangs throw. Mickelson in behind. Alexa Gill. Forward through for Hoffbauer. Hoffbauer in a foot race. Trone manages to get back and clear. Ball play forward. Newman. Can't win it back. Forward, Kenna Knief. Ewers in for Landry Glasgow. Taylor Samini controls, plays out. Lauren Mace. Two substitutions waiting for Pella.
Wait a little bit longer until Pella gets a possession, and they do so right now, so the substitution should be able to come in.
Substitutions presented by IMT Insurance.
And that's number 5, Hardman, and number 16,
Ellie Schlerman. Making her first appearance.
Number 10, Kayla Pringle, will be coming to the game as well at the next whistle.
Ball played through. Glasgow can't quite run onto it. Now Gill. In behind, Hoffbauer. Hoffbauer centers it towards the back post. Kept in. Neath now with Gill. Gill fought off the ball and commits the foul. Ellie Schlerman in on that tackle. Ball played through. Williamson controls. Mickelson in deep behind. Smock. Torski comes out to collect. There's Newman running in behind.
I think it was a little bit closer than what Torski thought it was going to be, but she is able to control that ball.
Renz with the foot on it there, getting it out. Mace back in. Newman running on. Hardman. Out wide for Mace. And Smock goes to ground trying to get it. Ball finally cleared. Patrone has it taken away. Glasgow. Glasgow loses it down the line. Mace over to Hunsinger. Williamson. Now Kenna Knief. Knief driving. Lays it off. Landry Glasgow fires off the foot of Taylor Samini. Hunsinger forward. Landry Glasgow lays it off. Alexa Gill. Gill fires forward. Deflected. Ball back up into the air. Landry Glasgow was looking to get ahead on it. Just travels out of bounds. Another INT substitution. Addie Lane onto the field, along with Paisley Heidgerken for Dallas Center Grimes. And number 10, Kaya Pringle. Smock taken to the ground. That'll be a second yellow card issued for DCG on Neela Williamson.
Got a replay here. A little bit of a pull there. I think the wet field kind of
might have assisted
enhanced that confrontation, but draws a yellow card nonetheless.
Camden Byer subbing onto the field. Ball slides through. No one on it. Now Knief. Kenna Knief. Can't find the pass. And Renz clears wide. Ball trickles out of bounds.
I think it's kind of the hardest sustained rain we've had pretty much all day long. We've had a few minutes of this rain like this for over the course of the day, but it's coming down pretty heavily right now consistently.
Hoffbauer has it taken away by Patron. Hoffbauer grabs Patron.
Draws a foul, I think.
Pella down 4. Not a lot of time left for them to get back into this game.
And a foul called on the Mustangs, so it'll be a free kick for the Dutch.
Hoffbauer. Running through, loses it to Patron. Patron forward. And out of bounds for a Mustang throw. For Mickelson. Heidgerken. Forward for Knief and out of bounds for a Dutch throw-in. Ball played in and sent right back out of bounds. And behind us, Xavier has scored their 9th with 30 minutes left to play. One more and we will have a mercy rule. Throw in for DCG incoming. Shot from Mickelson blocked. Ball sent over. Quite sure where that dropped.
I think it went to the other field, but I'm not sure.
Ava Mickelson with the throwing on the near side. Into Byer. Byer switches fields. No one there. Here comes Hunsinger. Hunsinger cut off. Ball right back. Mickelson clears. Solomon on it. And Knief sends it out of bounds against Caitlin Flory. Another IMT substitution for Pella. 23, Taylon Barnes coming in, placing number 12, Maylee Solomon.
Hey, Coach, there's 25 minutes left.
Gill plays it in behind. Several Mustangs getting chase. Holland with the save. Looks like it was Heidgerken that got the foot to it. Holland sends it deep. Thrown on the far side for the Mustangs. Played in behind. Kenna Knief. Knief in behind. Heidgerken. Heidgerken cuts back. Attempts to center it. Sent away. Only as far as Folkerts. And back in behind. Heidgerken. Out of bounds for a DCG throw-in.
The DCG player just used a blanket of a fan on the edge of the pitch there to get the ball cleaned up so she had an easier opportunity to throw it in. I don't know. I don't know why
I don't blame her.
Yeah. I mean, it's been trouble that we've seen all day long. We just had that one right up in front of here. She tried to throw it as hard as she could, and it went about
right out of her hands.
3 feet up in the air and 3 feet in front of her, and
ball played through.
The look on her face was just exasperated with the how wet the ball is.
Knief lays it off for Gill. Gill forward, and Holland out to claim. Deep in behind. Byer with a touch to it. There's Newman. Here comes Pringle. Go in behind for Smock. Smock. Shot from Schlerman is blocked. Hoffbauer. Hoffbauer clears. Schlerman. Schlerman plays that ball inside. He's looking for Hardman. DCG on the break now. Anna Mickelson. Forward for Heidgerken. Ball sent out of bounds for a Mustang throw-in. A lot of contact there in the box, no call.
Yeah, Pella's kind of employing a sweeper on that back end right now, and may lead out to some one-on-ones on some long balls here if DCG can get a hold of a couple of those.
Heidgerken with the throw-in. Looking for Knief. Knief gets ahead onto it. Balls to Alexa Gill. Gill lays it off on a Mickelson. Mickelson across. Hoffbauer. Hoffbauer fires and headed away. Singer plays it deep. Foul there committed off the ball by Riley Renz. Wind and rain really starting to pick up.
Wind's starting to go some different directions now too, so it's blowing our stuff in all different directions now. The rain's coming from quite a few different positions as well.
Ball back to Barnes. Barnes lays it off for Flory. Neath. Forward for Mickelson. Mickelson looking for Heidgert. Ball slips through. Folkerts is there. And down to a knee is Torski to claim.
Smart play, keeping her body behind the ball, not just trying to use her hands to stop it. Exactly right play to make in these conditions.
Gill, forward, Hoffbauer. Hoffbauer centers it. Shot, and it's in! Addie Lane makes it 5-0 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, Knief took a step towards that ball and saw that the other offensive player was coming in, barreling towards the ball, and deferred to her, and it let her score the goal. Great play. Here's a replay. There it is, the Knief, and then lets her go, and then a ball right in the back of the twine.
Another first-timer for Maddie Lane. Few substitutions for both teams, including Neela Williamson returning to the game, as well as Olivia Ewers for the Mustangs.
Maddie Lane, just a 4th goal of the season for her. Sophomore getting an opportunity to score in the state tournament. It's got to be a great memory for her.
Williamson takes it away right back on the field and gives it immediately away to Hartson. Gets it right back. Here's Ewers. Or I apologize, Heidgarten. Hartson taking it away though. Hartson. Looking for Shannon. Ball in behind Shannon. Taken away, Alexa Gill. Gill dispossessed by Pertrone.
Handball?
I believe so.
Or an elbow ball, rather, is what I think he called.
Renz takes the free kick. Glides through. Hoffbauer. Ball played through. The face of Heidgarten, she manages to keep it. Heidgarten through for Glasgow. Glasgow laying it off. Was wanting Ewers on the run. Now back to Heidgarten. In, Hoffbauer, Alexandra Hoffbauer fires, punched over the bar by Madison Holland. Another Channel Seeds corner kick. Nance Channel Seed brand is here to help farmers like you up your game and rise to the challenge. Learn more at channel.com. DCG corner kick.
Hoffbauer with the set piece.
Plays it in. Pinballs around the area. Ewers back in. Header, Heidgarten over the bar. Out for a goal kick.
About 16 minutes left to go here in the game, unofficially.
Ball played deep by Petrone, cut off by Hoffbauer. And out of bounds for a Dutch throw-in. $17:20 left to play. Smock shields the ball away. Now here's Landry Glasgow. Glasgow fires in wide.
She was taken to the ground, but referee says play on, a 50-50 ball. Substitution coming in for the Mustangs.
Substitutions today are presented by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMTINS.com. Addie Lane, the goal scorer, coming back on. Ball through for Williamson. Sent away. The question now is, you're 5-0 ahead. Do you put in the reserves at all? Maybe give your starters a chance to rest, especially with another game on Thursday.
My guess is they'll start rotating through some of them here and getting some of them off the field. We had a similar situation the last game that we just called a couple hours ago, and we took a lot of the starters out, and the other team scored 2 goals. And then they had to put some of the starters back in just to keep control of the game in the last few minutes of the game.
You were centering. It's claimed by Holland. Smock to Pringle. Pringle forward looking for Shannon. And sent out of bounds. Dutch throw-in on the near side. All looking for Shannon, intercepted by Gill. Gill clears it forward. Ball staying in bounds, just treading the touchline. Deflected away. Here's Heidgerken. Heidgerken taken off of it by Petrone. Singer in a battle there, falls to Williamson. Williamson through for Heidgerken. The other IMT substitution, Kenna Knief, returns to the game along with Anna Mickelson. Also making an appearance is the freshman, Ella Starman. Just under 15 minutes left to play. Knief lays it off on a Mickelson. Mickelson was attempting to lay it off for Addie Lane. Now Kenna Knief. Knief fires a shot wide right of the target.
Now, the Mustangs have a real nice connection inside the offensive zone for themselves. They've been all afternoon here. They've been connecting passes and giving themselves opportunities to put some balls onto that goalkeeper.
Williamson heads it forward. Glasgow lays it off.
And it hasn't just been one attacker either. It's been a multitude of attackers, i.e. the goal, kind of the goal totals all over the team are kind of spread through a bunch of different people.
Shannon, foul there in the buildup. Be a free kick for the Dutch. Opportunity to find one. Not much time left. All played in deep. And covered by Torski.
Usually the goalies in late game love to lay on that ball once they get it in the box there to waste some time, but in a rainstorm like this and a cold ground like this, they definitely pop right back up to get the game going again.
Ball just pinballing around the midfield. At the feet of Glasgow. Glasgow loses it to Hartson. Hartson forward for Newman. Newman lays it off. Hunsinger. Hunsinger back to Newman. And sent away by Renz. Kenna Knief, some fancy footwork.
Nice move.
Landry Glasgow. Glasgow in behind. Addie Lane just out of reach. Lane regains it and centers it.
Yeah, Lane was sitting uncovered on the right side screaming for the ball, and then she finally got it, and it wasn't able to handle it, but it looks like it's going to be a corner kick for the Mustangs.
That out for another Channel Seeds corner kick. This one to be taken by Anna Mickelson. Mickelson, deep and out of bounds behind the net.
Camden Bayer into the game. Junior defender for the Mustangs.
Bayer replacing Williamson. Smock. Gliding in behind, has Newman. Newman maybe just too heavy of a touch. Foul there.
Draw foul.
Committed by Leah Folkerts. Very, very dangerous position here. We might see a shot on this free kick. It'll be Taylon Barnes to take it.
Three-person wall set up for the Mustangs.
The Dutch do have the wind. Barnes over the top and out of bounds over the bar. Just too much height.
And that's out of the whole facility.
Behind us, Xavier's scored their 10th. And that's the game. Cedar Rapids Xavier defeats Bonneret Farrar 10-0 to advance to the semifinal on Thursday. So Dallas Center Grimes likely matched up with Cedar Rapids Xavier if they hold. Out of bounds for another Mustang throw-in. 2 balls on the field.
We're going to review the throw-in. They had 2 balls out on the field.
Mickelson takes for Addie Lane. Glasgow lays it through. Glasgow right back. Through for Lane. Lane, centering pass. Kneeth makes it 6. Kenna Kneeth puts an exclamation point on the Mustangs' day with another goal. $6-0 Dallas Center Grimes. A dream start to the state tournament.
Got a replay of this one coming in here.
Bounced around. Kneef in the right position. Just getting a foot to it. Or no, they're calling that back. Unsure of what the call is. Potentially an offsides decision. No goal, though, for Kenna Kneef.
I'm not sure what was called there as the captain's going over to the center ref, T.C. Smith, and asked for an explanation as well. Glasgow's discussing in, the referee says play on.
Ball out wide. Shannon dispossessed by Kneef. Ball goes through. Another IMT substitution Ellie Schlerman coming back on.
Scoreboard does say 6-0, Thomas. I don't know what happened there necessarily. So I don't know if they've got the wrong score up there or what. So 'cause it surely did look like a score, but then when they went to go to the middle, then they took it back to the goalkeeper.
I believe the score is 5-0.
Okay.
That ball played in over the top from Anna Mikkelsen.
Yep, okay, yep. So they did adjust the scoreboard to 5. So we were pretty sure, but I was like, let's have somebody check the scoreboard real quick.
Fight over on the far side. It's Newman and Fulkerts. Now Starman. Starman, the freshman, hasn't seen much action this season. Lindsey Carlson coming in, this IMT substitution, placing number 10, Kaya Pringle. Ball out for another DCG throw-in. Just about 6 minutes left to play. Ball in deep. Mikkelsen forward was looking for Starman. That travels out of bounds. Apologize, that's Jaden Chandry on the far side, the freshman. Newman plays it forward and out of bounds. Another IMT substitution. Aubrey Reggio and Emma Beckendorf onto the field. DCG starting to rotate just a little. Almost certainly through to the 2A semifinal here at the State Soccer Tournament presented by Farm Bureau. Lane plays it forward. Lane fires and wide. She played that ball through into Chandry, got a touch to it before being taken to the ground, and Lane had an open shot but couldn't quite hit the target. Trone sends it deep. Lane forward. Heidgerken fires and wide. DCG still looking for that 6th. Morrison finds Hunsinger. Hunsinger. Starman lays it off. Beckendorf lays it off for Chandry.
Nice defensive play.
Jensen dispossessed.
Sends the ball back down the field.
All the way down the field. Ball in behind. Torski will let that travel out of bounds for another goal kick. 3 minutes left to play in the final 2A quarterfinal. Torski. Now Hunsinger. Hunsinger through to Newman. Newman in behind. All deflected, and Torski down to claim.
Yeah, Smock almost had an opportunity. She had her head reared back to head that ball, and one of the DCG defenders got in front of it before she could get to it. Would have been a nice opportunity for Smock to put the Dutch on the board.
Bounds for another Mustang thrown. It'll be Leah Fulkerts. Starman. Now Byer. With a Reggio. Beckendorf. Leaves it off for Lane. Eddie Lane dispossessed. Now it's Smock. Smock over to Shannon. Played forward by Byer. Beckendorf. Through for Chandry. Chandry dispossessed. Out for another Mustang throw-in. Ball in the corner. Out for another throw-in. DCG just trying to kill off what little time is remaining in this game. Out for a Channel Seeds corner kick. Heidgerken just guarding that in the corner. Time running down on this 2A quarterfinal. Not quite sure how much time. That ball foul called on DCG for a Pella free kick. And that is it. Dallas Center Grimes defeats the Pella Dutch 5-0. And their title defense continues as the Mustangs advance to the semifinal of 2A to take on Cedar Rapids Xavier. We will now hand it over to the PA address for awards.
Yeah, Mustangs looked really good today. It's a quality program there. They're going to be moving forward. They got a great opportunity here to notch another state championship on their belt. Conditions were tough today for both teams, but kudos to both these teams for coming out playing hard and giving a full 80 minutes to the game today.
Absolutely, and difficult when it's this cold and difficult when the rain's coming down this hard, especially at a time you're not really expecting it. It is June, not expecting it to be this cold, but DCG got the job done, led by their stars that they've been led by the entire season. Now they advance to play Cedar Rapids Xavier in the 2A quarter semifinal on Thursday. Game should be exciting. Xavier beating Bondurant Farrar 10-0 in their quarterfinal match.
Congratulations to head coach Mark Howard and the Dutch Pella on an outstanding 2025 soccer season. Olivia Kemmer, number 20. Jade Baker. And now, Reed Morgan, 23, and 15 on the bracket to the semifinal. And number 27, Morgan Lowry. Now introducing the starters.
And that will do it for our coverage today here of the state soccer tournament. On behalf of our color analyst, Austin Oliver, and our producer, Randy, and all of us here in Ames, I'm Thomas Campbell. Thank you for watching our live coverage of the 2025 Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.